Yo, 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 yo. What is happening out here? Regal 30 Podcast. Regal 30 Podcast. I am your host. I'm with the most. King Nap. What is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? It is your host, King Nappy. I got some coffee brewing in the background. You probably can hear all that chitter chatter, pitter patter back there. It is Saturday, 3:40 p.m. I got up at a decent time today. I think I got up around man, what time was it? Like 8? Like 7 or 8 o'clock. I was up fairly late though, to be honest. Was up working on some sketching. Man, I got this digital art thing, man, that my wife picked up. She picked me up a little drawing pad, and I just been like sketching away at that bad boy. And it has been so much fun. I have spent so much time on that thing. So spent so much time on it. When I first got it, when I first started on it, I was just sort of terrible at it. I guess, just trying to draw like the little small little figures here, figures there, because I can paint and I can draw really well. But drawing digitally is just a little different. It takes a bit of an adjustment. And oh my gosh. I was just struggling, just making simple things, just trying to draw somebody with hair, and I was just getting bodied by that. And first the controls to it was sort of wonky, just getting used to that pen and that pad. Normally, when you go to any business and you got to sign like official documents electronically, and you got to use a little pad, your signature just comes out like chicken scratch, no matter how straight you think you were writing it. And it's kind of the same thing, just got to get used to the motion and the momentum of the pen and get used to that sound and just the feeling of it overall. Normally, with the pressure, you're used to feeling the pressure and the input on that paper, so you got to kind of just trust it. But I started to mess around with the settings, got used to it. I love it. I'm actually creating pictures that look, you know, somewhat realistic. I wanted to talk about technology since we're already on that topic. Let's talk about technology and just different aspects of it. I was noticing just how technology, I don't want to say it has taken over, but just that convenience that it has brought is breathtaking. You know what I mean? It's when I think about the phone and how, or at least the cell phone, and how much it has evolved and grown to this imperative device that we spend pretty much all of our time on. We got birds in the way. Get out of here, birds. We spend pretty much all of our time on. I spend so much time on my phone. Speaking of phone, this little bad boy right here, for those of you guys who are watching us on YouTube, if you're not following us on YouTube, stop screwing around with your life. Get up and go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. NappsandNurture. Subscribe to our channel. NappsandNurture. Stop screwing around with your life and live it to the fullest. We have content everywhere on our channel. Everything from movie reviews, game reviews, to taste test reviews, to grocery hauls, recipe videos. We have comedy skits. We have everything on this channel. And we also include our podcast as well. Just go to our playlist for whatever you may be in the mood for. Go check out our playlist. Everything that we upload, we go ahead, we organize it by list. So that way it's easy to find because it is a lot of content. But yeah, another just this is another aspect of the technology that we're talking about. Technology has made things so convenient. You know, you can go online and look for what you want to watch. You don't have to wait to a certain program timing. You know, TV, in my opinion, is just getting slowly getting played out. I'm surprised that it's still around. I'm surprised that it's still able to do what it's able to do for as long as it has, because just technology, man, it is just taken over in such a way. Um, Being able, like I said, to go online and just say, you know what, I want to watch. I don't know what you like to watch. Laverne and Shirley. I want to watch the second season of that. You know what I mean? And so you go on there and you watch that. You know what I mean? And you can just find it. Um, with the way things have just changed with Netflix and Hulu and Crackle, Crackle, and all these different things. It's just different how it's evolved and becomes this phenomenon that's just imperative to our everyday lives. I look at my, like I said, my phone. I'm getting ready to get a new one. I got a new one coming in the mail on Tuesday, and I think my wife is trying to call me. What is she calling me? I should have told her I was recording a podcast. Listen, guys, if you ever hear like a loud shout in the background, it's usually my wife. She's always shouting loudly in the background. I got a new phone coming, and it really isn't new. It's an iPhone 6 coming in the mail, or a 6S. I'm one of those guys that don't really like to follow the hype and just grab the newest and bestest phone. Bestest. Christ. I like to just stick with what's dependable, what I'm used to, what I can deal with. And I wouldn't mind like an iPhone 11 and all that nonsense, but I had a 6S for this long. I had a 6S for this long. And not a 6S, SE. I bought an iPhone SE from Walmart for like $150 or something like that. About a few years back, actually. I think like in 2016. I think 16, yeah, because it was released in 15. So I bought it in 16, and it's been dependable. You know, the crazy part is majority of the content that you see on my YouTube channel, I recorded it right here. It's only the newer like content that you see so far as the podcast that I'm using my webcam. I got I think it's called Osdom, AUSDOM webcam. I think it's a 3.0 something. I got off of Amazon, and I purchased this SF 777 condenser mic from Amazon as well. But before I was just using my phone. And that bad boy did a great job. This phone is so tiny compared to my hand. Look at my hand and look at my phone. Like this is just it's entirely too small. Technology has made things so convenient, so easily accessible for us. It makes things so seamless, and it has its perks. You know what I mean? People look at technology sometimes when it comes to this conversation in a negative light, but a lot of times there's some things that technology can do that just we simply cannot. Things that is able to compute and make easier and organize for us that we just don't have the ability to do. You know, it's convenient when it comes to physical things as well. So far as note taking, I can pull out my phone and take a note instantly. No paper, no ink pen, none of that required. I don't have to keep up with it. My phone is literally always on me. You can lose a note. You know, I can misplay. I still use sticky notes. I got them right here. You know, you don't worry about you can't see it. You can't see it because you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel. So don't get mad if you can't see it. Subscribe to the channel. NappsandNurture. get there. But I still use post-its and stuff like that. It's just the convenience of just pulling out my phone, which I'm gonna always have on me. I'm gonna know I don't have it. A little while back, I used to do Instacart and Uber and all that stuff, and your phone was imperative. Everything you did was from your phone. It's super convenient. You know what I mean? Even looking for jobs, I look at how I used to have to go and look for jobs before I had a vehicle. You had to get on the bus, go to an actual physical building, ask them, "Hey, are you guys hiring?" Because that's the way I asked them. I walked in like, "Are you guys hiring?" And they'll be like, "No, but you can fill out an application and we'll keep it on file." And it's just like that used to get irritating because you walk, you get all the way there, and you hike and you trek and you get to McDonald's. I think everybody has put an application in at McDonald's at least once in their life. I think that's like a requirement now, in the state of Illinois. Like once you get of age, you have to at least apply for McDonald's. But you go there, you put the application in, and it was just such a long process. And I think it made keeping a job a little more urgent because it took you so much to get the job. I think people were. I bet you that people quit jobs a lot easier now because it's so easy to come by them, especially now with this movement where everything's being delivered and brought to customers. You know what I mean? So there's a huge increase in demand for drivers and delivery drivers and things like that, which is a great luxury. But again, technology is able to take an experience that we used to have to do where we would get up, take a shower, preferably, get into our car, drive to a store, pick up whatever items we needed, come back home, and technology has gotten this obtain a way to bridge that gap from the ones who don't feel like going to the store, physically can't go, you know what I mean? Things like that. You're bridging that gap and you're creating business for yourself that otherwise probably wouldn't be there if that person didn't have that the means to get there. It's also bridging the gap between other people and businesses that may not know about them. Like I know there are some businesses, there's some restaurants, things like that through DoorDash and through Uber Eats and stuff like that. And there's another one, Grubhub, that I wouldn't know about if the restaurants weren't posted in there. And then they make it available. These drivers are driving 5, 10 plus 15 plus miles at sometimes to deliver these orders. So it's people who probably wouldn't even be have access to it even if they had a delivery driver. You know what I mean? Just technology has done so much. What else has technology done? You know what I mean? That I can honestly affected my life. Just looking at just how social media has completely reinvented itself. I remember growing up, and I think in around 2006, maybe 7, when I started really getting into like the MySpace and all that. And I could be giving the wrong dates. But just seeing people make their little profile, they make their account some kind of way, they would link music into it and add graphics to the page. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. And interactions online were a little bit more, I don't say sacred, but someone talking to you back then, it meant a little more. Now someone can talk to you. The interactions are so frequent and so available. Now someone will say something and people will ignore a lot of messages, mainly due to sometimes the messages are inappropriate. But people nowadays will just clean ignore, messages. I think just people talking to people is so available online through technology, that they kind of ignore people online and as well as in person. That's something as well. Just people interactions in person, people are really awkward in person. I'm one of those people where I can get along with anybody. I'll interact with you in person. I interact with you online. It doesn't really matter. I'm one of the people that I like to talk to people. I like to interact. I like to socialize. And I have my moments where I want to be a little more reserved, but it's not a thing where I can't talk. I may just prefer not to. And it's just weird. I've met a few people that I've seen online, and they're just really chatty online, and they're able to get their thoughts across. I think it's good. It's good in a sense. There's so many good and bad aspects to technology. Um, because I think that's good as well. Being able to be a person that may be extroverted and real talky and having a platform when you can do that to the umpteenth degree, and then being a person who may be a little more introverted and may not do well in social situations, and now you got a platform where you can be comfortable. You're in the comfort of your own home, no one's around you, no one can really interrupt you and make you feel, a little apprehensive about what you're getting ready to say, and you can speak your mind thoroughly. So it's a good side and a bad side to it as well, because it opens up that door for that person. But now sometimes people they're stunted a little bit in person, and they don't know how to socialize, and then they get around you and they're just super awkward. I got a cousin of mine, me and her talk, and we'll chit chat on the phone, and whenever we see each other in person, it's just awkward, you know what I mean? And it's just weird. I look at the video game industry. Looking at when I grew up on, I think Atari was a little bit before me. I came up 88, and played Sega, the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, um 64. I grew up around, around those time frames. And just seeing the way gaming has changed. It used to be a thing of, you had a game, you popped it in, you played it. And now the video game industry is so different now. There's so many logins and passwords and emails and register and sign in and logins and these different clubs and Ubisoft Club and EA Sport Club, Madden clubs, and 2K social, Rockstar Social Club. It's so many things that are available, and it all bridges that gap and creates more of a opportunity for everyone to connect and get closer, for everyone to connect and interact with one another in a positive way. But we always abuse it. You know, give me just a second. Gotta grab my coffee. Oh, hazelnut coffee. Can't go wrong with that. But we always abuse it. When Facebook came out, Facebook was meant for people to connect. I want to say it was meant for like high school and classes to be able to find each other once again and reconnect with old classmates that you haven't seen in years, or college mates and things like that. And people just abused it, and now it's become this thing where you're we're spreading negativity, we're cyberbullying someone, insulting someone, making fun of somebody. There's so many good things that it could be used for, because it connects you instantly with people just around the world. Going back to the video game industry with Twitch, Twitch was basically like a streaming platform for content creators, and they able to have their fans like directly come to their channel and just enjoy their content in real time. They can interact back and forth with their fans, the people in the chat. The people in the chat can interact with one another, and it creates great opportunities. And with me streaming on Twitch, I interact with mostly people from the UK, and it's people who I would never have met otherwise in real life, or at least not, anytime soon. And they're great people. It's a couple that I know, excellent people. They're great personality, and me and my wife plan to actually meet them in person one day. So it's just technology has so many advantages and so many things that it has done for us. So far as computers and emails and stuff like that. How it's advanced. How getting emails is so much quicker now. By the time it's sent, you can get a notification like right on the spot, right when it's sent. I think before, you had to go and log into your AOL and you've got mail and that whole thing. And now it's just everything is so quick, everything is so expedient, everything is so accelerated, and it has its advantages, it has its perks. With internet speeds used to be extremely slow. Do you remember? God, hold on. Let me see if I can even find it. It's this used to bug me so badly because it was just, is this it? Do you guys remember this? Wow. Sound like a transformer. I cannot believe that we've come so far so we don't have to make that noise anymore. I remember I used to try to sneak on the internet, and when you had dial up, there was no sneaking. You couldn't have a phone and dial up internet at the same time. You had to have two separate lines in order to operate that. Of course, most families did not. They weren't doing it. So if someone got on the phone, it interrupted your internet connection and it was just the end of the world. But yeah, that's that little sound. My gosh. Sound like Optimus Prime getting ready to bake you a cake. It was so noisy. But look how far we come. Now you click internet seamlessly, way quicker. I mean, like a not even a tenth of that time, and no sound. It's just that's it. The click of your mouse or the tap of your hand on your phone, and that's it. You're ready to go. It's just technology is amazing. And just looking at all the advantages you have, you know, are we using technology the best way that we possibly can? Or are we abusing it or using it in a unproductive or counterproductive way? You know, let's remember where we come from. Remember what we dealt with and what we had to do and how convenient technology has made things for us. You know, oftentimes I try to challenge myself to sometimes maybe steer away from so much technology to make sure that I'm capable, make sure that I can walk, turn the phone off and, walk across the room. All right, good job. Walk back. Good boy, kind of thing. Make sure that I can, pick things up, pick up that water bottle, take a sip. All right. It's just seeing if making sure that I'm a capable person, because technology is just you get so used to it, man. And then when one thing goes wrong, you just everything goes awry. I remember me and my wife were doing something, and the Wi-Fi. That's another huge advancement in technology is that Wi-Fi. And the Wi-Fi went out, or it dropped off for like a split second. So it didn't even cut out. We were watching something on YouTube. I think it was HGTV. We were watching that on TV, and of course it was in HD. And then the internet speed dropped dramatically, so it kind of got a little fuzzy. It was still you could still see what was going on, and it wasn't like it was, you know, blurry. It was just not as crispy clear as normal. And we were watching it, and it was so unbearable. And we were just like, no, no, we're not doing this. Go turn it off, reset the router or the modem, call charter. Like, it was just unbearable. It was one of them things we was just like, no, we're not gonna deal with this. And it showed me like, yo, we've gotten spoiled, man. Like, technology advances and it just be coddling us and just spoiling us, man. And then when we look back at where we come from, we get to acting brand new about it. Like, oh man, I don't know what this is. I was playing GTA 5, and they got so many different engines and things like that, and graphic engines and graphic cards that can really make, you know, this one particular game just look exceptionally well. I know they had like the Redux one. They had another one. I forgot what it was called. Um, but yeah, they had some sort of graphics engine and some sort of mod that made it look so pure and just realistic. And I remember playing Grand Theft San Andreas, and I turned it on, and just the movement and the graphics was so clunky and boxy. As classic of a game as it is, and don't get me wrong, it is a classic. We talked about that in episode 6, which was weird. I thought that was pretty cool that it was called episode 6, and we were talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, and I thought that was pretty cool because I definitely didn't intentionally try to do that. So yeah, we're cool. Don't hate, we're cool. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow this podcast. Check us out. We are on Anchor FM at Regal 30 Podcast. You can find us on Breaker. You can find us on Google Podcasts. You can find us on Spotify. And we're also available on Radio. Is it Radio Public? I think it's Radio Public or Public Radio. Radio Public. I'm going to say that. Oh, here, technology again. So, use my fingerprint to sign into my phone. I can lock my phone with a fingerprint. Amazon just text me and say, hey, you got a package that's 10 stops away. You can see where the person is on the map. Like, technology, man. Like, yo, I think sometimes we get so used to it that we really don't realize how dope it is. The fact that you can order something and see where it's at, see how many stops they are away from you. That's dope. What I would like for is for UPS to, when I'm seeing this, when they're showing that, yo, you're X amount of stops away, that lets me know that it's not UPS. UPS still pisses me off and do this whole thing where, oh, no one was available, so we gotta take the package back to the storage. But it's just like, drop my package off, you vagabond. Drop my package off at the house. What are we doing? Leave it at the house. Send me an email. I'll sign it and say, hey, I release all liability upon myself for the driver or whoever, the person who's delivering, to drop it off at the house. I need to get some sort of tote that says UPS, put my crap in this box. Because it's just, man, that gets annoying. I think it was a week we went without getting our package, and we were at home. But they'll come by, and this is how they'll knock. And then they'll leave. And it's just like, oh, no one was home. Yeah, because you knocked like a ferret. Knock on the door like a real person, like a human, so that I can answer. I mean, it's so ridiculous. I think there was even a point in time where I was at the door. They were looking me right in my eye and was just like, yeah, no one's home. Just give me my package. What are you doing? It's mine. It's my package and I want it now. Technology has just advanced so much, man. It's just been crazy. But yeah, like just sitting here and doing this podcast, there's so many aspects of technology happening right now. I have an OBS software that I got pulled up that's recording what I'm doing right now on my webcam. I got this USB microphone, which is super convenient. You literally just plug it in and you go about your day so far as whatever you're getting ready to record or do. I have a wireless mouse that I use. I have my cell phone right next to me with Amazon updates coming up, popping up next to it. Uh, I have a PlayStation 4 next to me right here. Where if I want to start streaming, I just plug my controller into a plug and it pulls up on my OBS. I can start streaming some games within seconds and showing it to the world pretty much, and whoever is available to catch it. Technology is just it's amazing, but I just want us to realize that there's a way that we can use it to an overall excellent advantage and not using it for stupidity. You know, I see a lot of people bullying people and insulting people. People have used technology to say how they really feel, which is okay. That can be good. But it can be harmful if what you really want to say is stupid. What you really want to say is harmful to someone else and just self gratifying. I've looked in the comment sections. I go on YouTube. YouTube is one of the most toxic places. They should just rename YouTube Chernobyl because it's just it's so radioactive. It's like a nuclear plant. That's how toxic it is. You go in the comment section and it's just no matter what the video is, it could be a video of a sheet of paper sitting on a table. And some kind of way you will look in the comment and there's a race war going on in the comments. There's somebody or it's some sort of political war going on in the comment section. Some kind of way. It's just ridiculous. I'm looking at some technology being utilized right now. Young lady walking to her car and she's just popped the trunk from inside the house, or starting your car from the remote from inside the home in the wintertime. Like just technology is crazy. Just how much it does and how convenient it makes things for us. Another way we can use technology is for you to get on your computer, your cellular device, your tablet, your AirPod, pad, whatever you got. Go to that search bar into that internet section, find YouTube, and type in Naps and Nurture and subscribe to that channel. We want to get the subscriber count up to at least 300. Right now we're sitting at about 260, and it's time to move on. It's time to advance, it's time to grow, and we can't do it without you. Stop screwing around. Get to YouTube. Use that technology because I know you got it. I know you got it. Subscribe to our channel, NappsandNurture. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. This is the Regal 30 podcast. Peace.